Hi and welcome. I'm Rafael Arellano and I will explain some differences and characteristics of C1 and C2 levels of English. In fact, they are not so different. They have many similarities. Both of them are advanced levels, as we can see in this graphic. C1 is a little bit lower than C2, but the user of the language that achieves this level can use the language with independence and very good fluency. The user that achieves the C2 level can use it almost like a native speaker, with almost no effort and without thinking about it very much. So let's see some characteristics in four of the skills of the language. We are starting with listening, and we can see that on C1 level, the user can keep up with an animated conversation between native speakers, can recognize a wide range of idiomatic expressions and colloquialisms, and recognize changes in style, can follow extended speech even when it is not clearly structured and when relationships between ideas are only implied and not stated explicitly, can follow films which contain a considerable degree of slang and idiomatic usage. On T2 level, the user have no difficulty in understanding any kind of spoken language, whether live or broadcast, delivered at fast native speed, and can follow specialized lectures and presentations which use a high degree of colloquialisms, regional usage, or unfamiliar terminology. We can see examples of this use of these characteristics when we are watching movies, we are hearing or listening to news on the TV or radio, or listening to TED Talks, everything that is related to the real spoken English. Continuing with this, we are on speaking skill. So, on T1, the user overall can give clear, detailed descriptions and presentations on complex subjects, integrated sub-themes, developing particular points, and rounding off with an appropriate conclusion. Also can express itself fluently and spontaneously, almost effortlessly, as it has a good command of broad lexical repertoire, allowing gaps to be readily overcome with circumlocutions, and there is little obvious searching for expressions or avoidance strategies. Can argue a position convincingly, responding to comments and questions, and answering complex lines of counter argument fluently, spontaneously, and appropriately. Can participate fully in an interview as either as interviewer or interviewee, expanding and developing the point being discussed fluently, without support and handling interjections well. On C2 level, we can see that the user overall can produce clear, smoothly flowing, well structured speech with an effective logical structure which helps the recipient to notice and remember significant points. Can express itself fluently and spontaneously without effort as it has good command of idiomatic expressions and colloquialisms with awareness of connotative levels of meaning. Can hold its own informal discussion of complex issues, putting an articulate and persuasive argument at no disadvantage to native speakers. Can keep its side of a dialogue extremely well, structuring the talk and interacting authoritatively with complete fluency as interviewer or interviewee at no disadvantage to a native speaker. We can see these characteristics when people are on a debate talking about politics, migrations, or consumerism. They are talking all the way and they are exchanging ideas. So if the speaker or the user of the language has these levels, can go on with this debates, or talks. Let's see the third one, that it's reading. So on C1 level, the user can understand in detail a wide range of long, complex texts provided and can reread difficult sections. In a range of long, complex texts from social, professional, or academic life, can identify fine points of detail including attitudes and opinions which are not explicitly stated. Can understand any correspondence with an occasional use of dictionary. Can understand in detail long complex instructions on a new machine or procedure, even outside the own area of specialty if it can read difficult sections. On C2 level, the user can understand and interpret practically all forms of written language, including abstract, structurally complex, or highly colloquial literary and non-literary writings. Can understand a wide range of long and complex texts, understanding fully subtitles of style and meaning which is directly stated or implied. Some examples of the use of these characteristics can be when someone reads um, about one topic in specific that he doesn't know about it, or when it's written, when it's read an ancient novel with an ancient, very ancient vocabulary. Finally, on writing, we can see that on C1 level, the user can expand and support points of view at some length with subsidiary points, reasons, and relevant examples. Also can develop an argument systematically, giving appropriate emphasis to significant points and presenting relevant supporting detail. Can give clear detailed descriptions of complex subjects, and can usually write without consulting a dictionary. On C2 level, the user can provide an appropriate and effective logical structure, which helps the reader to find significant points. Also can clear smoothly flowing complex reports, articles, or essays that present a case or give critical appreciation of proposals or literary works. Can always write without consulting a dictionary, and finally can write so well that native speakers need not check. So we can find it on exams of CAE, for example, when we have to write an informal letter or a formal letter or a review about a restaurant, etc. Finally, we can say that C1 and C2 are very similar. Which are the differences? Well, C1 it's a little bit lower, as we said, but we have some details. I mean, if we are in C1, we almost have a good use of the language. In C2, we have to improve very much, and we can also have a little bit or almost the level of a native speaker. So I hope that this video is useful for you, and this information can be used by you to get some information about it. So thank you for watching.